Hey guys, so today I'm going to help you figure out your soil test results and what to do with them. I mean, if you look at it, it's got a whole bunch of information, and what do you do? So the first obvious ones, there is a fertilizer recommendation if you want to just go easy button route, but we want to learn more about this stuff. So let's look a little bit at the raw soil data. So in my particular one, you can see NPK, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. That one, phosphorus, I am in the optimal range already. So I don't need to apply any more of that. So what I'm gonna do is I'll show you some fertilizers and look at the NPK ratio with me and see which ones I wanna be applying and which ones I don't. Let's see here. Got some Carbon X. It's 2404, so it's got the N, no P, got the K. I need a lot of the K or potassium, so I can use a fertilizer here. I don't know if it's technically a fertilizer, but check this out. It's 0053, so it's got lots of potassium, some sulfur. Now the only issue is with this, it is just powder. Oh no, so it's a real mess, a real pain to apply. So if you're ever trying to get some of this, make sure you ask if it's powder form or not. So let's look at some other fertilizers I got. Got some liquids over here, 1806. That's a good ratio for me. 14:14. So that one's got some phosphorus in it, but that's okay. The ratio is small, so it's not like I'm over the top with it, but I want to keep it as small as possible and bump the other two. All right, we got some Pet Safe. You can see here, 2406. That's good. Oh boy, look here. This is what I've been using a lot of over the years, and so that's why my phosphorus level is so high, but my potassium level is so low. So this one I will not be using as my primary fertilizer, but I will be mixing it with that powdered sulfur. And I have a video to show how, but basically you moisten that a little bit so the powder sticks to it so you can actually spread it out. It's a little bit messy, but it works in a pinch. So we got some 4600, so that's got the nitrogen, no phosphorus, no potassium. This guy over here, up here, it's got 905, so that's a good ratio for me. 555, not the best ratio for me. So you can see what I'm doing is I'm trying to find a fertilizer that will do good with my ratio. And so yours is gonna be different. And so you just gotta kind of work with it. So if you need a lot more phosphorus, if you're low in phosphorus, then you'll want a 050 to help supplement if your fertilizer doesn't have enough of it. The next thing is to look at, where did my sheet go? Here we go. Let's look at the micros. The first three, the NPK, that's important. But if you forget about the other items on here, that's where you can take your lawn to the next level. So you can see here, my sulfur is very low, super low, and that's where that bag of potassium that has sulfur, it's 15% sulfur in there, so that's going to help with that. My magnesium's low, my iron is very low, my manganese is low, so is my boron. Now copper, zinc, and sodium and calcium is pretty good, so we're good there. So let's check out some micros. All right. Got some different products here. Did you like that reveal? All right, so this one I already applied. It's kind of hard to see, but it's got magnesium, iron, manganese. So that will help. Small percentages of magnesium and manganese and 1% iron. So it's not like a huge deal, but you know, there you go. This one, we got sulfur 3%, magnesium 1%, copper, which I don't need much of, iron, manganese, zinc. So that one's pretty good with micros. We got this one here. Magnesium's kind of low, sulfur is bumped up, copper, iron, manganese and zinc. And then this one has a good NPK ratio for me. Let's see if it's got micros. No micros here. Oh, this was just to show a ratio, but this does have some humics and fulvic acids, which this has humics, kelp. So those are other ingredients that help. So you can see there's a few different products you can get the micros in. Now it is possible to get powdered micros. I got like a tub of stuff. You can get powdered humic. There's kelp. This was yucca. Oh, molasses. These are hard as a rock. I thought I had the micros somewhere. All right, so I can't find the powdered micros, but you can find it. I will say this trend to have them already mixed, and then I do like, you know, this one's already ready to spray at the right ratio for you. Oh, let's see, that doesn't happen. This one's mixed for you, you just got to put it in your sprayer. There's a lot of variety now these days for consumers. There's a lot of variety now for consumers. Now, what you're going to want to pay attention to is, you know, there's a lot of people saying super juice as a supplement, that's the way to go. A lot of people are saying the microgreen. I've seen Simple Lawn Solution fans. Simple Plant Food by ChemWise is a new player in town. But essentially, you got to ignore all the hype and look at what your results say and what you actually need, because in my case, like my sodium, my zinc, my copper levels, they're plenty fine. So if I'm looking at these going, yeah, this one's got 0.15 zinc, ooh, this is 0.2, this is gonna get me more zinc, it doesn't really matter because my lawn's already got plenty of zinc. So what you gotta do is you gotta look at your own and see what you're missing. For me, sulfur has got more sulfur, well, 3.7 versus 3. So if I really only am looking to add sulfur in, then this one would be better. Let's see, another one, iron. This has got 3% iron, this has got 2.5% iron. So if I'm looking only for iron, then this one would be it. So you see where I'm going with this? This is why soil tests are important. Because there are a lot of fans, and it's because depending on your soil conditions, certain products are going to help you. And so that's why you'll see so many mixed reviews on a lot of these products, and it's because they have different ingredients and you got to understand the ingredients. It's actually kind of fun when you start to track it. And what I am liking, so my soil keeps your results in a login, and so I'll be able to compare over the years, which is nice. And yeah, so there you go. I hope this was useful. For the most part, I mean, if you haven't done a soil test, I feel like if you get any of these products that have micros, well, this one calls them minors. I guess it's only got 3 of the minors, and then these have those plus some micros. Anyways, look at the ingredients. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm getting a little sidetracked and it's starting to get noisy down the street. So I am personally going to be applying Carbonex, potassium sulfate, that's the 0053. And then I will probably be applying all these next products because I got them in the jugs and I want to get them. My goal this year is to start clearing through all the inventory of stuff I got in here. So I might try to use it all. I don't know, we'll see. Some of them you can apply heavy, some you can't. So like that bag of urea will only be used in the fall. It will not be used otherwise, because that stuff, that one bag will last a long time. There you go, guys. All right, so don't be afraid to do your own soil tests. It really will make a difference when you start to see what's missing, because I can see in spots where my lawn isn't as dark green, and I think that's because of the iron deficiency. And so I'm gonna really try to push the iron this year and raise that up. And then what's cool is I'll be able to log into this, do a soil test for next year, see the results, the difference, and that's great.
If you like my videos, you'll love my website, grassdaddy.net. The Lawn Care Planner tool will download the local weather reports every morning and build a lawn care plan catered to your area. The Lawn Care Journal allows you to keep track of what you put down, when you put it down, so there's no more guessing or over or under applying any products. We also have a Lawn of the Week contest. Every week a winner gets a Grass Daddy t-shirt. And last but not least, there are application calculators and articles to help you identify and tackle problems in the lawn. So check it out, it's completely free, it's grassdaddy.net.